Episode 6. My name is Herchell Carrasco.
My name is Juan.
My name's George.
Hey.
And we're back.
Hey, let's go. Episode 6.
Episode 6. That's a lucky number right there. I was reading, and I guess it's a lucky number, man. So good vibes here on this podcast. George came in gang banging with the LA Dodgers fit. Man.
I thought Dodgers were going to be playing today, but it's postponed due to rain.
Oh, yeah. You guys anticipating? Are you guys ready for this blizzard that's coming?
Well, there's already snow, right? In LA?
I think I don't even know about that because it's my kid's birthday this weekend. So
you know what? I'm going to a birthday party tomorrow, and I don't know if it's gonna go on.
Damn, you guys going to those, but didn't go to mine,
bro. Okay, I'm not. I'll be honest.
It's all good.
Look, I'm gonna be real. Real, bro. Okay, that day, remember I told you I was going through some stuff, bro. I was getting into it with Angelique. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Okay. Excuses.
And bro,
before
we didn't even celebrate Valentine's Day. To be honest,
really?
No, bro. Like Valentine's was canceled for me, bro. So we actually celebrated after, but we're going through it, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It just wasn't a good day, man. And I was actually really bummed out, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
First of all, I was tattooing some guy's neck that day, so.
Come on, Georgie.
It was like little wings.
You had
on
time.
The
You had time.
Yeah, it's okay though.
But the blizzard's coming though. Blizzard's coming.
So
they're saying it's supposed to be like record breaking rain. Yeah, maybe snow. I know Julio was showing me that in California City where he lives.
Yeah.
They're actually getting snow over there. It's just not sticking. But they're getting.
When's
snow
the blizzard coming? Like,
I mean, basically it's this weekend, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend.
Oh, is this weekend?
Yeah,
man.
So they're working.
We were gonna go to the zoo for my kid's birthday. Yeah.
Cancel those plans, bro.
We're gonna go to Irvine.
Yeah.
The Irvine Zoo. Right? Is it
the San Diego Zoo is the one to go to though, man.
We were originally gonna do that, but it's a little ways of a drive, you know.
Yeah, all the babies right now are turning 1. So your baby
mine's already 1.
One. Eli's gonna turn 1 too, just back to back
on Sunday.
Wow, that's crazy how that worked out, man.
What's new for you guys this past week?
So
anything cool?
What do you got going on, George?
I mean, other than my car took another dump, so now I gotta work on it again.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I don't even know. Like, I'd be like midway driving, and it'll just shut right off.
I mean, but that's what comes with having an older car like that, right? I said it before. It's constant maintenance. So.
Dude, I was stuck in a fucking parking lot for like 2 hours trying to figure out.
I was talking about that last night. I was getting in and out, and then I hit the curb. So,
like
but
those
then
white girls that says "oops."
Yeah, I said "oops," and then I checked my car, and it looked good, right? The bumper, and
you're pulling out.
I'm still going through the drive-through. It was the drive-through, in and out, and then as I go forward, I hear a loud ass noise, and then I check, and it's like that cover that goes above the wheel, like the tire. You know how
the shroud,
like on the car, that got stuck, and it was basically like being pulled as I was driving forward. And I had I'm like holding up the line, the drive-through line, and then I had to like yank that shit off. And then the audacity, they're like, "Hey," because I left it on the curve, and they're like, "Hey, do you still want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up. Let me pay for my my double." But yeah, that was
some fucking tweakers are like, "Hey, do you need that? Are you gonna still need that?" He's like, "Damn, bro, you should have just thrown it in the back seat of your car or in your trunk."
I had to rip it off. So yeah,
man, it's crazy when like the homeless people ask you for money and then you offer food and they don't want to take the food.
Oh, I've had several.
I've had.
He said, "I wanted a fucking dollar." You fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like the scary movie, right? I said $1.
Yeah. You're like, that's it, and I'm like, yo, I shouldn't have given you anything.
I bought a combo the last time, and they're like, "Oh, you didn't get me a drink?" I was like, "Oh, dang, no bev." Like, man, come on.
He said,
I should have gotten a drink though. I should have. Yeah, it's all good though. But I was in recent news, right? You guys know about Culichi Town?
Ooh,
so Culichi Town's the Marisco restaurant, right? Yeah. So I don't know if they're canceled, but their liquor license is suspended indefinitely, man. I guess an accident happened right after, and I've actually been there, and the food's good. It was a good time. I remember, I took out the family one time.
But do you go for the drinks?
We were there for the 1942, man. Yeah, and the mango ceviche.
The one in
that's
Santana?
What I was there for. The one in Santana. So in recent food news, Culichi Town is done.
Damn.
At least that location.
That's a fire spot though.
It was, man.
Like the drinks are good. The banda's playing live. It's a cool vibe. Yeah. I like it. I think George, you don't like it, huh?
I'm not really into like
like
loud music.
A lot of times it's for the vibe, right?
Yeah,
for the vibe. Is, you're paying for the vibe. You're paying for the experience. Sometimes it's more than the food or. Yeah.
I mean, like the few times that we've gone out together at a bar, you know what I mean? Like, what would you say? Like, it's like one of like the more chillest bars that we've been to together. You know what I mean? Like, because we've been to 99 Bottles.
99s.
We went to.
I'm banned for 99 bottles. Yeah, I'm banned for 99 bottles, bro. I'm banned for 99
bottles is more like where like all the cholos and the fucking hood rats and everyone likes to go like. Because they play like oldies and fucking funk and shit.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
why are you banned?
I've had some great times at 99 Bottles. I'm not gonna
I got a video of Herchell dancing at 99 Bottles.
I do, bro. And I don't want to see that video. But no, let me tell you though. So 99 Bottles has been changed many times. It's actually, I think it's a cursed bar. Because check this out. Not only, I feel like I've had 2 low points in my life. Have happened at 99 Bottles because the first time you guys know about my car accident, so my car accident was leaving 99 Bottles, bro. So literally almost died, literally almost died. And then the second time, I can't go into much detail. Just know I didn't start the problem. I was just backing up my people, and you just get caught in the crossfire. But it's all good. I'm not the security there though. I think they're weenies, because it's unnecessary, bro.
Well,
Because security guards, bro. That's what I'm saying. Security guards that they take the power and they take advantage of that, bro. I've
learned to make friends with them. Actually, every time I go to a bar now, I'm actually cool with them. And then if anything ever goes down, they got my back.
There you go. I mean, that's good advice.
That's a big if they got your back.
It is.
Like depends on like how friendly and. Like how cool you are with that guy, you know what I mean? Are you gonna bring him a sandwich midway through the fucking?
There's some people that you can't. I know, right? There's some people you can't break through though, bro. Because I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
It's just being cool with them, But like if a fight starts, like, and you tell them like, hey, like this motherfucker's the one causing the problem, they might take your side. But I don't know. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. But
yeah, it is. It is what it is.
But sick. So yeah, I hear that's a cool spot. I've never been.
It is, man. That's a good bar. I like because
usually someone's gonna get into a fight at the end of the night. Someone always gets 100%. Into a fight.
A lot of people have died outside of that. Really? That bar. What about the OG spot is Original Mike's. Original Mike's
is no more, bro.
Reopened though. Right?
Yeah, it's reopened. It's under new management, renamed and everything. I think it's called the 701. It's like I don't know. It's like weird. Like it's like a sports bar / like nightclub / like everything.
Because Curious Entertainment was promoting a night over there. Yeah, so they had
they had 2 sections inside that restaurant.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
They had the band on one side and the DJ on the other side.
Yeah, so they have live band and then they have and then even outdoors they can have a live band playing out there. So it's like 3 things that they can do. They can be performing in 3 different areas, all inside that property of their own.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And they got I kind of walked by it. It's like all modern now, like, you know what I mean? Like they got like big old flat screens like now placed on the windows, so people outside can actually see like TV shows and shit like that or whatever, you know what I mean? Like
I was wondering what they were gonna do with that spot, man. You guys, I mean, I'm sure when you guys turned 21, you guys went to
I went to OG Mike's.
Okay.
When I turned 21.
Okay, what about the go-to spot is downtown Fullerton, right? Downtown Fullerton, the strip of bars, but it's crazy now, man. I feel like there's always that
was like one of the first few dates that I went on with.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too old for downtown Fullerton now, bro, because it's all newly 21-year-olds, and I just feel like, man, I feel my age there when I'm at
it was always for the younger crowd, you know what I mean? Like when you were 21, that was like your spot to go to, you know what I mean?
I had some great times, I'm not gonna lie.
It's always someone.
The fishbowl place is still there, right? You could get back in the day it was like $25 and you get the big fishbowl, the blue.
To be honest, every time I would go, I only knew Matador, and then everywhere else that we would go after that, like bar hop, I wouldn't know like where we go or where we end up. And
remember when we used to bar hop? We hit up like at least like 3 to 4 bars in one night where we had what was his name?
Who?
The guy that.
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
I can't remember, bro. But yeah.
He stuck his finger in some guy's ass.
Chill.
Okay, not
who was that guy?
Let's find out. He was the guy.
Robert.
Rob.
Wait, how? Why?
Rob. Okay, so Rob was this guy, and he's still a good friend. Yeah. But sometimes he gets a little carried away. Sometimes where like
so he's drinking heavily that night.
Yeah. So but sometimes he likes to like do drugs. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, we went to this one bar. We were all going like bar hopping in downtown Orange, and this one bar, it was like a little dive bar where they had like pool. Cause I love pool, so we were playing pool. Remember? And he would be like this extra guy that would say like everything's on me, right? So he's like, put it on my card.
His family has bread, so he's just got money to spend.
So we were playing pool, and then like this guy would get all like worked up because like he wants to play on a specific pool table, and there's like 2 guys playing, and he was like, hurry the fuck up and get off the fucking pool table. And then we start playing pool, and then he would like 5 minutes after playing, he's like, this game fucking sucks. Let's go somewhere else. And then we go to another bar, right? Then we go to another bar. Then we're playing pool right there.
We find these 2 guys.
Yeah, we find these 2 guys because they were playing together.
We double it up on the pool table.
I think it was like me and you, right? Or was it me and Rob?
Somebody else was there.
But I was playing, right? So we're like, I think they're already like halfway through the game. So we're all like, hey, let's just double it up and, we'll play for what we got. So we were at the bar, right? And we're playing pool. So the guy leans in to go shoot a shot. And the homie Rob goes right behind him and like sticks his finger in the back of him, right? Yeah. So he's like, yo, what the fuck? And he starts playing it off. The guy starts laughing, and then his boys are like, oh, no, it's cool. He likes that kind of shit, right? But Rob wanted to start a fight because he wanted to get kicked out so that way we leave. But see, they kept playing it cool, so we ended up leaving like halfway through the game. Yeah. We paid for their game because I think it was like we were playing a game, right? So it was like $8 a game or whatever because we were playing the quarters, but we said that, hey, winner, whatever, $8.
True.
So I threw in $8 and it was like, all right, we're dipping out. And like literally we go to another bar where we were playing another pool game, but I lost Herchell for like 20 to 30 minutes. I don't even know where you went. I think you were in the back area.
Oh yeah. I met some friends over there. Oh, because we ran into Eric from Quality Control.
Yeah,
we ran into Eric from Quality Control. That's what I'm.
So then we were chopping it up, and then Rob was like furious because we weren't really hanging out with him anymore, or he was wanting it to be like where it was just us 3. So then he was starting to get butthurt, and he was like, "Let's get out of here," or whatever, or like, who the fuck are these guys?
And it was funny because Eric makes money too. He has a big dispensary, and then Rob has bread. So it was like they're both. It was like a flex war, bro. Yeah. It was like, nah, I have more money. I have more money, and then they're like popping out accounts, and it's like,
and Eric was like being so chill.
Yeah,
he was like with a level head.
But that was the last time we hung out with them, bro. Because I'm not trying to hang out with people like that, man.
And like right when we were leaving,
you can't be acting.
He was asking us. He was asking us like, "Oh, call me a ride, or I'll roll with you guys when you guys are about to leave." And we ended up just ditching him there. Remember, like we just called the
I don't remember that part. But here's the deal, bro. If he would have done that to the wrong person, bro. I mean, I don't know about you, man. If somebody does that to you, bro, that's like that's crossing the line, bro. That's some serious stuff right there.
You got shit pushed in. I would have.
Chill.
The guy got shit pushed in.
Man, so you guys ready to be verified, boys? I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram. You're gonna be able to pay for what is it? Instagram verification.
Can you?
Well, that's gonna be. They're doing a testing right now in Australia and a few other countries.
So they did that before, right?
No, they're doing that on Twitter. So they're doing that on Twitter.
That's just gonna take away from
I mean, what do you think about that? Are you guys gonna be paying for the blue badge?
I don't got the money. And then second, I feel like you just kind of make you work your way up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't really see.
I can live without it.
No, but let me ask you this: how do you feel about that? Because you worked from nothing to being to the top to being verified on Instagram, on TikTok itself, and to grind and hustle to get all of those followers.
And we talked about that
yesterday. How long did it take you?
No, we did talk about that. And that's something.
But how do you feel about it, though?
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, first off, let me talk a little bit about verification. Right, back in the day. I'm talking like, I always say back in the day, like this is that long ago, right? But I'm talking like 2016. During that time, there was an underground, like a black market. You can literally, in 2016, you could find a dude that was in the black market and you could pay him $500, bro, and he would verify you.
That's pretty cheap.
That was easy. Yeah, that was easy. But see, what happened is that black market, because there was a lot of people that you find these accounts and you're like, why are they verified, right? Yeah. And also, numbers doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million followers, 200 followers, bro. You can be verified just based on the amount of press. That's how you get verified, is you have to have press, media, right? You have to be written in blogs. So, I mean, you're asking, George, how do I feel about it? I mean, I feel like I made it a focus, and I really, that was something that I sought after. I was trying to get verified. So it did take a lot of work. I did grind it. But for me, I think it's going to be different because if they're doing it like Twitter, I think there's legacy verified versus, I don't know if it's going to be like that. What I'm trying to say is, I think it's going to tell people that you're paying for it. See, I would pay for it. Like if I wasn't verified, I would pay for it, but I don't want people to know I'm paying for it. You know,
like when you sponsor a post, right? Like when you pay for it to promote it.
That's like the same shit as buying bots and
it really is at that point. It feels like, in which there's a lot of that funny business going on. There is, man. There is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Because at that point, then
now?
I think it's $12 right now monthly if Instagram verified.
Oh, it's a monthly subscription.
Yeah. But see, let me get back into it. Yes, it is a monthly subscription. But let me get back into it how they do it now. Back in the day, there was an underground market. Now, the way you get verified is there's no middleman anymore. You have to self-submit on the app directly to Instagram. So you have 30 days. I
tried it knowing that I was
do it every 30 days, bro. Do it. I did that, I'm telling you, for so long, bro. Reapply every 30 days. Worst case.
But see, you had all kinds of shit backed up with it because there was people making fake accounts about you.
That too. If you're being impersonated.
You also came out on Celebrity Birthday.
Oh yeah, but that was okay. So I had the celebrity moment, or the viral moment, which was the Aaron Carter situation, which I've talked about. So I think it was for me when I got verified, and it's harder as a tattoo artist, right?
Then you had Link magazine. You had also
it was just the perfect storm.
Being with the shop too, attached to that you're the owner of a shop,
and which there's been press.
There's been press about it, and then not to mention the awards that we've gotten from the past from the shop.
So the shop could get verified too, right?
The shop, a business can get verified, but here's what the cheat code. Let me tell you guys the cheat code that I use, something that worked for me. Hopefully it works for you and you could apply it to your industry. This is what I did. I'm a tattoo artist. I looked at accounts that were already verified that were tattoo artists, right? So I followed what Dr. Wu, a few of these other guys, Bang Bang, and I'm like, okay, how do these guys get verified? And I went through their on their description, on their bio, it showed media, and I went to all these guys' accounts, and I would see all the write-ups. There was all these write-ups about these artists, and you know what I did for a year, maybe longer? Every day I was messaging a different editor, a different writer, a different blog that featured them. And you know what, bro? People started returning those messages. And so that's something, if that's something that you can do, I feel like that was my cheat code. And I'm going to drop that on you guys. In your field, hey, course coming soon. But in your field, look at somebody in your field that's already verified, and a lot of times there's going to be links to those write-ups, and just reach out to those write-ups. Chances are those editors only have like a couple hundred followers. They're low-key. Usually editors are low-key. So it'd be really easy to reach out, and they're going to respond to you, man. If you just pitch yourself. You have nothing to lose, man. So that's what it is right there. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes with the Instagram verification. I heard that we might get a gold badge. That sounds kind of fire. I'm down with the gold.
That'd be cool.
But we'll see.
So there's like different levels now of being verified.
This is what I'm reading. I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, right? Oh, okay. Because on Twitter, it's like legacy verified.
For $8 more, you can pay for the gold verification.
You get the NFT.
Or you get the platinum. So there's like the blue check, and then there's like the bronze. Yeah. Silver.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like, which one you want? Man. It's like,
I'll do the free trial.
It's like a little sticker if you're in Credit Garden. It's like, which one you want? You want the gold star? You want the red star? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
Are you guys gonna do I don't know if you guys have seen, but on Instagram they're doing the subscriptions option. Have you guys seen that?
I've seen that, but it's kind of just content that they don't share with everybody, right?
It's like having a Patreon or an OnlyFans exclusive. It's like having an exclusive, exclusive access to somebody that you follow. But that's what a lot of people say, that Instagram in the future is going to be more of like a Patreon. It's like your business card. Instagram's like your business card. So in the future, that's what people are going to go on there. It'll be more like a Patreon style app. You're going to go on there because you want to see Juan's latest, stuff. Maybe he's doing an exclusive drop, or maybe he's doing limited bookings, and you only could book through
condom videos.
Condom videos, bro. Did you post? Speaking of condom videos, did you post it on TikTok?
I did. Did
it get flagged?
It's getting there.
Yo, that already sounds sus.
I haven't gotten flagged yet. No.
Wow.
But, it's getting there.
Yeah.
This guy put a condom on a machine, bro.
That was funny, bro.
Well, it's to say like, how do you wrap your machine? And you know, it's crazy. It actually
flag it.
It actually
sexual content.
It worked with the needle in it too. That was tripping out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey man, you can never be too safe, bro. What happened, George?
We got that. We got glizzies.
Considering that the machine that's like used nowadays looks more like a fucking vibrator.
Yeah, it does look like it.
You know what I mean?
Man,
I wouldn't.
People were roasting me. They're like, "Hey, that's not yours. That's your homies or something. You know, like that.
Oh, because it was an XO Magnum.
It was bro.
Hey, it's the Magnum podcast.
I had to ask the homie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Homie Tyrone.
Man, hey man, are you guys getting good feedback on the podcast? I feel like I'm always like surprised by people, even though like I said, I'm always surprised by the people that like comment and tell me, hey man, I seen the podcast. It's really cool, man.
There's only been a few of my clients who said that they've actually watched it. You know what I mean? So
most of my clients actually. I'll have a better conversation about just anything, and then they always bring up the podcast.
Well, your client just said yesterday, he's like, I don't want to be too much of a burden, and he talks shit about me on your podcast. You know what I mean?
Oh, he said,
or no, she said it was a trick yesterday. She made a comment about like, I don't want you to say something about how, or something about like
I know
about the design. You're like, well, then I don't want to come in and you guys talking about me on your podcast.
Nah, not even.
You know,
I think we joke around.
Nah, it hasn't been. I
haven't got that.
No, yeah, we don't talk about anything bad. We talk about like just shit talking, you know what I mean?
It's all fun, man. It's the same things. It's the same things that we would tell them in person, right? Yeah. So I posted on the Pachuco_tattoo page. That's the shop page, and I asked, hey, what topic should we cover on the next podcast? I have a good one, man, and I feel like we haven't talked about it, and I feel like it's a good discussion. It is tattoo related, and they asked, tipping tattoo artists, is it a good topic? That was requested by It's V Cherie. So what do you guys think about tipping, man? Let's start off with Juan, bro. What's your stance on tipping? What do you think is fair? Should they be tipping? What's the deal? What do you expect, bro? Like, what, or do you expect anything?
So tipping isn't mandatory for anything. I feel like any type of business. I think that's just your part of being like generous and be like, hey, here's an extra, $50 or even 10. I've had
that's a lot of money.
Well, sometimes they be tipping like $100, but I appreciate that. But that isn't like, I don't expect the tip at all, because at the end of the day, they're already dropping like a good amount just for a tattoo. Facts. So I feel like you don't got to do more than that.
I always say like, and we talked about this in the past, like if you feel like you want to give a tip, like by all means, obviously it's fine if you don't. But I always say like, if think of it like you at a restaurant, right? The service was, you know what I'm saying? It was excellent. It was up to par. You know what I mean? Like, it was great. But if you're gonna leave them like a $2 tip, like I feel like that's more of like,
oh, it ain't 1995, bro.
You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like it's kind of like a little bit of a like an insult. You might as well like, here you go, buddy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I sometimes I've been given a tip and it was like in quarters. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they give me like a baggie and it's like, here's like $10 in a fucking bag of quarters. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
to me, that's laundry money, bro.
It don't matter, bro. Yeah, it is what it is.
But then like I have to sit there and I got to count it. You know what I mean?
Come on, George.
No, not with them there. But like I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But bro, I've been paid like, or like even a tattoo and they give me like the tattoo was like, say for instance, it was like $180, right? Yeah. So they give me like 140, and then like you've seen it before where like someone gave me a whole fucking bag, and they say, oh, I think it's like $40 in there too. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, fuck, now I gotta fucking sit here and count the shit, because sometimes it's not even fucking quarters, it's like nickels and fucking dimes, and then I gotta count it. And
hey,
then,
just
like,
give them the Isabella, throw it in her little piggy bank, bro.
Nah, but this was like way before.
Yeah, I know. Come on, Georgie.
No, but I'm saying is like if you gotta come up, if you gotta go to your couch and find any fucking loose change just to pay me, then I'd rather just not take it. You know what I mean?
You're like, I think you need this.
Yeah, he's like the whole
bro. You telling me you can't stop by a bank or a fucking a coin exchange and fucking exchange those quarters into fucking dollars? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be sit there wasting my time fucking counting all that shit. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what's funny about George is, okay, bro, and I've told you this in person. Sometimes I don't think you're aware of like you'll talk. Right? Okay, because I'm going to give you an example. There's been times when I'm tattooing my client, right? And I get uncomfortable, bro. Because I'm tattooing my client. I'm literally tattooing their client. And then you walk over, you hit your vape. My client didn't tip me. And I'm just sitting there like awkward, I'm like, George, Because then it feels like you're applying pressure on my client to tip. And then sometimes I'm like, man, I wonder if this client thinks we're in on it. Or maybe they think we're in on it.
Guy, since I didn't get
Because here's the deal. For me, bro, everything is included, man. If you go through me, it's not about the time. It's not about anything. It's all included, man. Tipping's included. I never expect it. Sure, there's times where, again, what I always say is, again, it's never expected, but always appreciated. I never expect if somebody, and there's other ways you could tip. It doesn't have to be money. Food, right? People come do with food. I've gotten toys. I've gotten all kinds of cool stuff, man.
I agree with that, but what I'm saying is just no quarters.
Yes.
Just no quarters.
Yeah, I'll take the quarters. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. What I mean? Nah, but so again, to answer that question,
no pesos.
We don't expect it. There's gonna be times where, like, for example, a lot of times, like, I'll always do, if I tattoo you, if I see you again, I'm constantly doing. If your past work needs touch up while you get your new one, I do extra work, or sometimes I do extra little free stuff. Sometimes people will tip for that because they see that, okay, that wasn't in my, what I paid for or whatever. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So that's our stance on it. You guys, was there any topics? I think you posted and you asked for topics too, right? But that was a good one. Thank you for that one. Yeah.
What do you guys think about? I saw this on a video. Think about artists putting on their headphones while tattooing you. How does that look? Like,
well, there used to be an artist who used to work in our shop who would just put on headphones
Danny?
And he would tattoo. Yeah, he would be tattooing. He'd just be listening to his own music, or he would have like his own vinyl record player, and he would just put on music on there too, and he would be tattooing. Like, that's cool. But I think you should maybe like ask the client first.
Right. For sure. It depends on the client. Depends on the client.
Yeah, like if you tell them like, hey, is it cool if I listen to music and I can just focus on my work? Because I've done that a few times where like I might have like an AirPod in one ear and then I'll be tattooing, but I'll still have one free in case they wanting to talk to me or something, Because sometimes I like to get in my own zone and just knock out the piece, But like, if they weren't to tell me, I guess like that's a little bit rude. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Because not everybody's a talker. Sometimes they just want to sit and get their tattoo.
Well, my client shut me up yesterday. She's like, I'm gonna put on my headphones. You do you. I just want to get it done.
Okay.
Well, that's
what I'm saying. Depends on the client.
That's
You're like okay,
cool.
Tear coming down.
Yeah. I just started working.
I've had clients like that, and I don't really get offended by it. Like, if they want to listen to music on their own and they just want to zone out, like that's them. Whatever helps them get through the session, I think that's always best. But as far as for an artist to be doing that, I think it should be asked first. Like, hey, is it okay if I put on headphones?
I guess the communication with the artist. Just because you're sitting there for hours in a session, I feel like it'd be rude to not really talk to each other at all. You know what I mean? You're gonna be there for a minute.
There's like a few rare times where I just don't even say anything throughout the whole time. Like,
Hey, you should try that. Get a client, not even say one word, bro. Monk it out. Show the design and what is that? The monk silence.
No, but sometimes like I'll put because I have my TV right behind me, so I'll put on like a movie or whatever, and they can be just watching that, and I'll hand them the controller and be like, here. Like,
but a lot of times people they don't see us, or they do see us for the tattoo, but I feel like sometimes people will see us because they're going through things. I can't tell you how many times I've overheard like George's therapy sessions, and they're talking about going through something. A lot of times,
that's confidential.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Because there's people that that hurt themselves, right? And it's like they transition over to actually getting tattooed, and it's kind of like a better way of doing that to yourself.
I do get a lot of clients.
So you might be going through something. Sometimes they just want to feel it.
Yeah,
I don't want the numbing cream. I just want to feel this tattoo.
They come into me and they just it's like a therapy session. They come into me and they said that, like, I don't even know what to get tattooed, but I just want to get tattooed because I just want to.
Let me see that flash book.
That's actually most
let it all go.
See what I mean?
Just like this kind of. I had a tough week or whatever, and I just want to get this tattoo because somehow that cheers them up more, or it
makes them feel better about themselves after.
And back to your original question, I feel for me personally, it's the talking is part of the experience. That's part of what my tattoo session consists of. And but if the client doesn't want to talk, it's cool. Put your headphones on, or I could throw mine. It's all good. But I do prefer to talk. I mean, I want to talk to my clients. I like to hear people's stories. That's one of my favorite things, bro. You especially look. You do an 8-hour session. You're sitting with them. We talk about everything, bro. Fucking conspiracy theories. God. We talk about everything. Aliens. Speaking of aliens, did you guys see? Alien sightings are up 96% right now.
What?
Alien sightings. I have the exact number right here. Alien sightings are up right now. Over 96% of UFO sightings are also within the U.S. and they're up compared to 1906 to 2014. It's an all-time high. So something's going on, man. I don't know. I feel like at this point, anything is possible, man. We lived through the sea period. Yeah. It's like anything is possible now. A whole world shut down.
I believe in aliens.
I mean, you believe in aliens?
We're technically aliens, you know, on a planet, and there's a million.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because we've entered into this country illegally.
Whoa, damn!
You believe in aliens?
Oh fuck yeah, I believe in aliens, bro. We're not the only people out there.
True. Yeah, this world is like too diverse to
a descendant of an alien species this is my conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Like when the meteor struck and killed off all the dinosaurs, what if that asteroid wasn't an asteroid and it was actually a spaceship which had like living organisms, which is us, that then evolved and then became what it is today, you know?
Yeah.
So because there wasn't like no real.
Well, they do say that our DNA has been altered, right? It's not natural the way it's been altered or whatever.
Well, it's just like saying like a fish evolving and getting out of the water and it becomes a different species. You know what I mean? Yeah. It learns to adapt, it learns to survive, and it learns to evolve.
Well, there was that theory. It was like the aliens were fucking the apes, and then that's where the humans were, because it's a type of species, right?
Right there. Well, I'm trying to make actual facts that make sense. This was talking about.
But you're saying breeding, like hybrids. The Anunnaki.
It's factual, like or
you need to stay off
some article,
Pornhub, bro.
Some article.
That's funny, man. Yeah.
Talk about that. You ever seen Land of the Lost? That's a classic.
You know that's based on an original show, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's based on an original show from back in the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a classic.
See?
Wow. That's not even the classic that you watched. That's a remake.
Oh, it's just a
movie.
With Will Ferrell? Are you talking about Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
That's a fuck. Yeah, that's the remake.
It's cool though. No, it was good with Jack Black too, right?
Motherfucking T'Challa, my homie right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tripping.
So
energy crystals.
Man, but yeah, no. There's this movie called Fire in the Sky. And there's this guy named Travis Walton. I believe it happened in the 70s. And it's this movie based on his account of him getting abducted. You guys got to watch it sometime, man. But it was like, this was a movie from back in the day. And it showed like an inside look on what an abduction looked like. And again, the guy's name is Travis Walton. And he was abducted some time ago. And he disappeared, came back. And this film is, again, a recollection of what he went through, man. It's pretty,
I used to love watching
crazy, man.
X-Files. I love that show, bro. I love that show. It was creepy as fuck, right?
Sick reference.
It was good. It had good episodes.
I love all those Tales from the Dark Side, Twilight Zone.
I was about to say the Twilight
Zone. All those are classic. There used to be the show called Beyond Belief, Truth or Fiction. That was a really good one too. Man, I miss old TV, man.
The Discovery Channel would always talk about some weird conspiracy shit, like. And sometimes like they throw like really far-fetched shit, like where like they'll have people like in the woods and then they're like looking at something. It's like, this is where that alien sighting and shit. You know what I mean? And then like they bring down that like tone, that monotone, like like creepy tone.
Sometimes it's just the way you say it, or even the music.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, bro, that's just fucking grass. That's just an open field. You know what I mean? Like. He's like, but this is where like the sighting was, or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like where aliens came from down from above and they're fucking all. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Crazy,
like you're fucking bullshit.
But they say also back to aliens. They say that aliens are. Because people think that we can't coexist, meaning we can't coexist in it. Because if they existed, it would go against religion. But a lot of times, or what people say is that aliens are also on the same mission as us. They have the same questions as us. Who are we? Where do we come from? Yeah. Where are we going? They're all in search of those things that we're in search of. So it's just. But
damn, Hirsch, how were those pyramids built back then?
That's what I'm saying.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Not the ones in Mexico. I feel like
they're everywhere.
Mexicans made those. Like
Mexican.
It's like
that was easy, huh? That was easy. Easy. That's an easy.
Like
it wasn't Mexicans, bro.
Or indigenous.
This wasn't your fucking uncle who said, "Hey, I'm gonna go build these pyramids." No, but they're not Mexicans. What were they? They were. It was Aztecs, right, or Mayans that built the pyramids.
There's so much history.
Not Mexicans. Mexicans are a descendant from
right. But you know,
it'd be kind of cool to have somebody that specializes in history.
My brother,
bro. That's what I was gonna say. That especially we met this guy at the shop. He was like a teacher, and he came in. He was interesting. But your brother knows about it too.
Yeah, so he had time to read a lot about like the Mayans and the Incas and Aztecs and everything, and how it started. What is it? Meso America, something like that. But he could talk on it.
Wow. Yeah,
We need
no,
them here.
It's the ones in Egypt that I trip about, or like those ones, those big statues that have that big face, the long face.
Oh yeah,
Those are too.
And they
big
have that
too.
really big body, big hand.
No, it's just a maybe that or like the cornfield. You know, the patterns in the cornfield. That's a trip too.
Yeah.
That one can just be easily described.
Oh,
as
you're talking
some
about
guy.
yeah.
Lawnmower.
Not a lawnmower, just
Nah.
someone just going in there.
Yeah,
and
this world's
flattening.
crazy, man. We
Yeah,
got
really.
alien sightings.
Yeah.
You know, the weather's crazy. It's just.
Sounds like an apocalypse.
I know, man. I know. I
Hey,
love.
but who wants a tattoo though?
I know, right? I know. Yeah, before the world ends, man.
Gotta
Come on.
get tattooed.
Man. You guys ate this morning or no?
I did
Yeah.
a taquito.
Well, speaking of taquitos, today's sponsor is brought to you by Navarro's Tacos.
Sus.
Make sure to check them out. Make sure to follow Navarro's Tacos OC, and their phone number is 714-261-6712. They offer all types of meats for all your catering needs. Again, make sure to check out Navarro's Tacos OC and let them know that the boys over at Pachuco Tattoo sent you.
You can also hire him as a private security guard.
Oh yeah, you could. He does it both. Anthony, Anthony. Yeah, he's also a security guard. He was a security guard for Black Ink Crew, Compton. So yeah, he's regularly over there, man. But he's a big dude, man. He's a big dude. So
He's a big dude with soft feelings.
you're welcome. Hey, shout out Anthony.
Hey, so this
You know
past
what I mean?
weekend, I went to
a
Santa
really
Fe
nice
Springs
guy.
on Sunday.
Love that song.
Bro, it was sick. And then guess who I ran into? Kim of Von Dutchess.
Oh, Von Dutchess?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
And I was like,
Shout out to
hey.
Kim.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kim. What'd she say?
She said, "What's up?" We
That's
just
cool.
chopped it
Which
real
Swami?
quick. Santa Fe.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I love
It was
that Swami.
We get
I
out,
wouldn't
you know.
doubt it. You find Kim right there because she's always into that kind of
True,
shit. Anyways,
true.
you know what I mean? She's always
Hey, Kim's
like
a real
that.
Chicana, bro.
Yeah.
Kim's a real
She's just
Chicana.
gangster.
You know? Yeah.
She's down for her shit.
It was
Yeah,
cool. So we just, a little get together with my family, and then micheladas, those are fire.
Nice.
Damn, it was like $34 for like 2 micheladas.
Oh, the pricing's gone up.
yeah. Like,
Do you
get,
remember?
like-
do you remember how it was
like that
before?
big
just a regular cup. It was cheaper.
Yeah, it was
It was
cheaper.
way
But what I'm
cheaper.
saying is, before there was less lines. There was only like 2 lines before.
Now
Like,
Well, they
Now-
reconstructed it
that's
where
what I'm
like they have
saying.
like
Yeah.
this whole thing.
yeah, Santa
Yeah,
Fe
it was
Springs
cool.
Swap Meets. I love
Santa
that
Fe Swami, I say that's also like another area where you just find like nothing but fucking cholos and cholas.
Oh, for sure.
The
Everywhere.
rockabilly scenes there
Yeah,
too
everywhere.
on Fridays.
Everyone's either wearing like angels or
Everybody
fucking
looks like
Dodgers
George.
jerseys.
Everybody looks like
Yeah.
George, man. That's funny.
That's where you can go and fucking get like a michelada and a hot dog,
Live
but also
music.
pick up a fucking Aztec statue at the same time while you're there.
Yeah, all
You
the
know what I
cholas
mean?
there. Past the lighter Street Fighter. Yeah. Shout out to George Perez, man. That's a reference from George Perez. I love that dude's comedy, man.
And then we were looking at the Mexican candy, the stand where they have all the classic candies. You ever had those? They're like huevitos, little eggs that are chocolate.
Love
the
those.
little white ones.
Yeah.
those are fire.
Every 4-year-old
Fire.
like favorite thing to buy is just those little.
Oh, the little poppers.
Oh yeah, the poppers.
Yeah.
The poppers and just buying like those like really old school light guns
Oh,
that
yeah.
just make a bunch of noise.
Oh yeah, the bubble guns too are popular.
yeah.
Back in the day, the cigarettes, there were gum cigarettes. Those
Oh,
are popular.
bro.
You'd be
Shit, I think that's what made me want to
bubblegum
go into
cigarette?
smoking, bro. Because like
That's the origins of
Since
being
day
a
one.
smoker,
I would
bro.
go to,
That's
I
how
would
you
go
get
to
started.
fucking school and have like a pack of those and just fucking
Had it in your sleeve.
yeah, you know what I mean. And after school, it'd be like, because you have to blow on it. You have to blow
which ones I
to
know.
get
Yeah,
the
you know what I'm
powder
talking
out.
about? Yeah. Man.
And then be like chewing on the gum, be like, yeah, I'm cool as fuck.
I love those times, man. The bubblegum cigarettes.
Those, and then there was this candy. They're the kind that's they're called cachetadas. You ever had those?
On the spoon?
No, they're the ones on the plastic. They're like flat.
Yes.
And then you be folding it several times to make a little paleta.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
it's
I
like a
do remember
Mexican
that.
candy.
Yeah, it's a classic candy. Yeah.
Wow. You know what I love, bro? Bionicos.
Is that like the food?
So it's like a fruit salad.
Oh,
and
I
toppings.
thought you were talking
Like
about like
Tostitos
some
kinda with the
fucking toy
Cueritos?
called
But it's fruit.
Bionicle.
yeah.
Fruit.
Oh yeah.
Bionicle.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about
Lego?
Bionicle.
No, Bionicos, bro. Fire.
That's not Lego. It's
Yeah.
that's its own thing. Bionicles are different.
It's not
from
Lego.
Lego. It's not Lego.
Since we want to get into our nerd talk, somebody did ask about anime. So they were like best and worst animes. If you guys have any feedback on anime, let's see here. It's from Brian. Shout out to Brian from Compton.
Damn, honestly, I don't really watch.
Hentai?
I don't really watch.
Not much of an anime guy.
Not
You know what I
really,
mean?
bro.
Like,
Okay.
because there's so many out there. You know, like there's just so much anime and manga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but what I remember I used to watch was always Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
Naruto.
That's like the
Yeah.
Not Boruto,
The
because
Godfather of
Boruto is
anime.
fucking
It's the
trash.
son, right?
yeah.
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What about for you, Juan?
Literally those two. Well, mainly Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and I guess Avatar.
Okay.
I like the
Airbender.
old
Okay.
animation shit, like
See, and
cartoon
and we're gonna get into that,
you know?
but like more of the most recent ones, I haven't really. I'll be honest, I really haven't
There's not
watched too
any
many
more good
animes.
shows.
But some of the most recent ones, like Presley, my son, he loves Demon Slayer.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is
That's
a good one, I
popular one.
guess. Yeah.
The one that I did kind of get to see some. I don't even know if it's an anime, but do you guys remember Yokai Watch? That was actually a kind of cool show. It was real kiddish, but Presley used to watch it when he was a kid, and I'd find myself watching. But yokai are, I think they're ghosts and like spirits or something in Japan. But it was really cool. But back to old anime, we're gonna throw it back right now, bro. I love Los Caballeros del Zodiaco. Do you guys know what that is? It's the Knights of the Zodiac. Bro, some old school stuff, man. So it was
Like
the Knights of the
anime?
Zodiac. Yeah, Los Caballeros del
The
Zodiaco.
Spanish one.
Los Caballeros del
Oh,
Zodiaco.
shit.
Bro, it's like these dudes that they have powers, right? And they would morph into like this armor, and their powers were pulled from like the astrology signs. So there'd be a Virgo, a Scorpio, a Pegasus. Like it's all from the stars, but it's like a good versus evil, amazing
Was there a
anime.
Gemini in there?
There was a Gemini. So it's an amazing, amazing anime. Los Caballeros del Zodiaco.
bro.
Also, hold on. What would you say?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was
Two
gonna say-
guys kissing, no, like
but what do you guys know about Los Supercampeones? What do you know about that?
Oh,
did you watch a lot of
Soccer one.
Yeah,
Soccer
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Spanish?
Yeah,
anime?
well, it's because when I was a kid, I used to go to Mexico,
Yeah.
and that's what they were on. So,
See, I didn't watch any of that.
come on, Georgie. This okay?
We had like a Spanish home environment. So yeah, Spanish
You
shows.
played
Univision and
There you go.
what we were talking about last time. But yeah, I know which one you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
classic one,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I don't know.
those are-
I just used to watch Cartoon Network,
yeah.
but that's not really
couldn't even afford
anime.
it.
I know. I didn't have
We
cable.
didn't even have a
either.
TV. We had
Yeah.
a
But that
radio.
wasn't really anime. That was just cartoon. But I feel like what they're wanting to talk about is actual anime.
No,
as
yeah,
in
actual
what is
anime.
made, like Bleach, One Piece. What did you say? Like Soul Eater,
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. But I think Soul Eater was also another popular anime show too. There was another one called, I think, like something Butler, and the Black Butler or something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyways, it was basically about like this rich kid who had like a demon who sold his soul, and the demon was his butler, but it would be like his protector also. So every time he got into a fight, the butler would go in and start like murdering everybody and shit like that. But he wasn't the only one. There was like a few other people that also were owned by a demon, but they were also their protector, and then they had to go out and fight him.
That's
It's like this
interesting.
weird, but
Yeah.
I loved watching that one because it was like sick as fuck. And if you're a real manga or animator, you watch it with the actual language that they're talking in. But if you're feeling like you're not understanding, then you put on the subtitles or
That's
whatever,
tough.
or you
I
change it
can't
to
read
the
the
English.
subtitles.
You know what I mean? You
Hey,
change
keep
it to the
it
English.
100, bro. Do you think hentai would turn you on?
Oh, for sure.
You said yes.
I think I watched it
Pause.
once in my teenage years.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll be honest. I've seen like little pictures and things. I've never seen a full one, but I've
it was
always
like a Scooby Doo.
damn Scooby and
With the Velma, yeah, I think
Hey,
it
that's
was
some
Velma.
bestiality,
Something
bro.
like
I don't even know if we could talk about that, bro. Crazy.
You're on that hentai
Hey,
no,
shit,
no,
right?
hentai.
Yes,
Hey.
yes. I'm just being.
You're the one that brought it up,
I kept it
Rich.
100.
Man.
Fired.
I mean, I've never really seen that much hentai before,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but
I don't know, man. I feel like it'd have to be a real person, bro. I don't know. But what's gonna happen when this corn starts turning into like VR, man? That's gonna be.
there already
You
is.
don't talk about the
right?
bodysuit.
No, that already is a thing.
There already is.
No, with those Oculus or.
Oh yeah. No. But I'm
Hey,
saying a suit where you can
so-
actually feel. You know what I mean?
So be careful because
Yeah.
I know your son got got a VR headset. He could be watching some VR porn. You know what I'm talking about? You walk into this room. You walk into him. Chill. He's like, Dad, I was just exercising.
I was playing Wii Sports.
You guys are wild. Why are you so sweaty? Oh my god, you guys are wild.
Smells like Bengay and shit.
Oh man.
How much are those sets? The Oculus, the VR.
They're like $400, $400 to $600.
I remember when we used to have it.
Man,
we were playing it in the shop. Remember, and we were playing like that boxing game shit, and
somebody almost tripped over. Right.
Hey, also,
yeah. Well, I remember I almost hit a fucking wall because I was wearing that shit, and I'm all like,
he's all trying to hit him. Yeah, man.
And then you can watch it from your phone on the actual fight.
Oh, I can watch and see what he's seeing.
Yeah, so I'm over here like throwing fucking swings at Mike Tyson and shit. Yeah. And then like I accidentally fucking almost get close to a wall and I fucking nearly bump myself into it.
Hey, have you guys ever been caught doing the deed or fucking, yourself? Like your mom.
Thankfully, I haven't, man. I'll be honest.
No, but I had caught some other people.
What are you talking about?
On accident, because I used to live with my family. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
And I would open the door and I'd be like, "Oh shit!"
That happened to me too, bro. Yeah. This happened to me at my aunt's house. She's gonna hate me. Her phone is ringing, right, and then I go take it to her room, and I fucking like catch her.
You caught your aunt?
Yeah, and I was eating yogurt too, bro.
How old were you?
I was like 18.
Okay. Old
Not
enough.
too long ago, yeah.
Gross.
And then I was eating yogurt with my fingers because I didn't have a fucking spoon somehow. And then I'm holding that, and then I'm holding the phone, and then I run into her, and she's like, "Oh, they're like, yeah," because we both didn't know what to do, And I was like, "Oh, never again." I couldn't get
scarred for life.
I was scarred for life.
Man, that's terrible. Yeah. That's terrible, especially if it's like a family member,
That's so weird.
I was at the gym yesterday, and I walked in on a dude taking a dump. So that was kind of awkward, Lock it, like, come on, lock it. Yeah. And what's up with old dudes being naked in the freaking locker room?
Give a fuck.
First of all, why are you going into the locker room with old people?
Well, I gotta use the bathroom. Come on, Jordan.
And where are you going?
I gotta use the bathroom.
This is going down.
I gotta use the bathroom. Yeah, bro. But there's always like naked dudes in there, bro.
Really?
Yeah, naked dudes.
What, in the gym?
Like real comfortable, like in the locker room, like walking around.
Sometimes, because you can shower there, right?
Yeah, you can shower. This because there's showers.
I mean, it's like that when you would go to the gym at school, if you were in football or something.
Yeah.
Bro,
nah, fuck all that, bro.
It's different now.
I'd be just in my PE shorts, and I fucking just take like an upper body shot where I just lean in like this, and I'd be like, all right, I'm done, and then I just fucking dry myself off. I never like full go right into it. You know what I mean? Like. One time that some guy did do that, and everybody was just fucking clowning on him, bro. Everyone was just clowning on that guy.
It's funny like, because especially like I'm sure you guys remember your earliest memories of being in elementary school, but there's always that one kid that would pee with his butt cheeks out. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Yeah.
Always,
like in the urinal, right?
Yeah, I remember like in first grade.
I thought you over here was spreading butt cheeks,
like literally
and then just peeing.
No, standing on the urinal.
Yes,
but he would put his
cheeks
pants
out
all the way down,
cheeks out.
Nah, I don't know about all
that. You don't remember that? There was always a kid.
Like I did that.
You was a butt cheeks kid.
I just freak out whenever someone be next to me peeing, bro. Like I go all the way to the far fucking end, and I just fucking sit there. I look straight at the wall. I'm like, fucking, all right, I'm done.
He's doing a jailhouse style.
Yeah, I'm fucking receiving.
Man, always.
It's like all these urinals open, and you choose to
next to me.
Stand next to me, bro.
I'm gonna put my brother-in-law on blast, but my brother-in-law, every time he would take a dump, he would take off all his clothes.
What?
Every time, everything. Underwear, pants, everything off. So they take him a long time, and we know that.
Take it off.
Yeah, he goes by Sexy. That's his nickname. So like every time Sexy uses the bathroom, he'd take a long time, and it was because he was undressing.
Is it because
it's like a childhood? He's always done it. He might still do it till this day.
Well, let me ask you this. I don't know if you ever done this, but you've been in those middle times where like you're taking a mean fucking dump, and then it's one of those fight or flight moments that you
I love how George is so open about dumps, bro.
You take off all your fucking clothes and you're just contemplating. You're just like
the thinker, right?
You know, yeah. Like, fuck, this is it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this one. And you're praying to God, and you're over here fucking fully naked. Like praying at that point,
I fully believe this story because check this out. You know what one of the questions was, right? So Junior from Anaheim is asking who takes the longest in the bathroom.
Yeah, but I'm not undressing in there, fucking taking off my clothes, bro.
Who knows what's going on there? We call it his office now, right?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes to an hour.
But see, George is real open about like, here's the deal, bro. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be low key. Like, I don't want nobody to know. George, you come out and you announce that, bro.
I just gotta drink more water.
Don't go in there. I'm just like, bro. And how many times have you gone in there? You bombed it in there, bro. And then all of a sudden, a girl goes in there, or one of our clients go in there. I'm like, oh man. Praying for them, bro. Praying for them.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I'm trying to be low key about my.
Wasn't that like everyone does? Like everyone's
you
on
wash your hands
phone.
when you like just go take a piss.
George, please.
Wash my hands all my fucking time, bro. That shit's nasty.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, it's because. Oh, not me.
Yeah. What do you mean?
But I hear this a lot where like we do like we don't really wipe right when we take a piss. You kind of just like.
Yeah.
Look,
nah, you wash your hands mandatory.
But you grabbing.
You don't grab. Oh,
you grabbing or not grabbing?
Bro, I don't even need to grab it. It's like pointing. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm grabbing every
washing
time,
my
bro.
hands.
Like if I'm not touching nothing besides my my belt or my pants, then I'm.
It doesn't even matter if it's my bathroom, the shop bathroom, or fucking someone else's bathroom. I'm washing my hands and I'm grabbing a fucking paper towel and I'm grabbing the fucking door handle with it and then I throw it in the trash can. I never fucking like grabbing a fucking door handle because
in a minute,
there's always that one motherfucker who doesn't wash his hands. Yeah. And then grabs the fucking door handle, grabs the fucking sink,
and then they're touching their tats. Like, come on,
bro?
come on.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I've had those where people I do a fresh tat on them, and the first thing they do is like, oh, it's so sick, and then they fucking start touching it. I'm like, bro, don't fucking touch it. And then what do they do? I'm gonna use the restroom, and they go grab the door, they grab the fucking wad. I'm like, I don't fucking do that.
Talking about the washing hands part. I feel like I was tattooing this guy on the forearm, bro. And because I was closer to his arm and like my face was like right above his hand, I smelled shit, bro.
Yeah, that happens.
And
that really happens.
Because I would kind of like move, step away or like go move somewhere else, and I wouldn't smell it. But when I was near his hand, bro, I smelled like ass.
Yeah, that's happened.
Caca?
Yeah, that's happened. That's happened.
And I was like looking at his fingers, like they didn't look dirty, but
that's a video idea right there.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
This really happened.
It maybe just they didn't wash, That's just
no, that's that real, and that really does happen, bro. That really does happen.
Like
all right, I want to get into this topic, bro. Okay, so Georgie. So you were supposed to do this tattoo, right? So Alan came in. Shout out to Alan the barber. So Alan came in, and what happened is he walked in. We planned for it, scheduled it, and he got Orange County on his arms, right? So I want to get into this. I think it's a good conversation. So originally Alan came in, and he was going to get tattooed by George. There was a communication. I don't even want to say communication problem, but you guys couldn't agree on the design, right? Point being that George wanted to do it a certain way, and Alan wanted to extend it. And the debate here is George as an artist is, this is my art. This is the way I think is going to look best. And Alan was, no, this is my body. It's going to be on me. This is the way that I want it. So long story short, they and that's what's going to happen. You're not always going to click with your clients. You might not be the right, artist client relationship. That might not work well. And in that type of scenario, there was no bad vibes. You guys just didn't agree on it. I ended up doing the tattoo, right? But that's the question, as an artist, design-wise, how much do you have in the say of like, hey, you're supposed to get this tattoo a certain way? I think there's certain tattoos that, for example, a great one is if you get a cross, right? On the wrist, how many times do we get, dudes, chicks that get a cross and they want to get it upside down, right? So when they look at it, it's facing them. But then a good challenge on that is, hey, you're gonna be walking around with an upside down cross.
Right.
Like,
actually, I have an upside down cross. So
that's okay. He's Satanas.
Like I do too.
No, that one's the right side up. That one's right side up.
See, look, I have.
True.
I have this
yeah,
one.
you do. But that's the question though. Is who?
Yeah, he doesn't like doing demon tats.
Yeah. So Georgie.
Well, it's actually not.
Speak on it, Georgie. What was your thing? You didn't want to do the tattoo, right?
I wanted to do the tattoo. It's just for me. It just okay. The reason why I didn't really want to do it the way he wanted it was it looked too off to me. And again, sometimes like I I try to put myself in the client's shoes to see how they kind of envision it.
But I did say, stencil it, put it on him, look at it.
And I looked at it, you know what I mean? And like,
and
and I just, I went like this.
Yeah.
I don't see it, bro. I just can't see it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like this, and I'm just like,
Because Ellen right away is like, George, if you don't want to do
I
it,
can't see it.
you don't have to do it, you know? And then that's where, like, you guys got into it, and I was like, oh, dang. You know, I know you guys are good. There's no bad vibes there. But that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you can have a disagreement like that, man. And I think, like...
Also, too, I don't like being pressured into being, like... Just do the damn tat, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. Like,
that's your ego, George. That's your ego, bro.
Because like,
so it's either the client's choice or the artist, you know. But
right, like, well, my vision was like, if he had gotten it straight, he would have had enough space to get another tattoo on top.
Yeah, but you saw how I did it. It took all that space, and it worked.
And it worked out. It came out clean.
Yeah,
it came out clean. You know what I mean? But it's just the way. He was kind of picturing it to me. I was not seeing it. He made it. You may have seen it differently.
Because there is some gray area. There is some gray area.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously the way you did it was probably going to be somewhat the same way that I was going to do it. You know what I mean? But
when I text you for the stencil, you're like, I lost it. I'm like, come on, George.
No, I didn't lose it.
I know. George is like, if I don't do it, that's my design. If I don't do it, no one else will.
No, like the day that he said he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I had asked you, do you want to use that template?
I might have said,
and then you said, yeah, you freehanded. So I was actually going through my old designs that I don't even use anymore, and they're just all sitting in there. That were all just like one-offs for like specific clients, and I just ended up just deleting all of them because I would have so many files.
He was like, delete this.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even finished.
No,
it was like half complete on the stencil because we never agreed onto it. So it was like halfway, it was like the E was missing still, like it wasn't fully stenciled out and everything. It wasn't double lined or anything. So I was like, okay, well, like I'll just delete it because I was also cleaning through my phone too because I have like 8 to fucking 15 pictures of one tattoo on each one, and then like my phone would say like, oh, like out of storage or whatever, and then I gotta delete. So that's why I was just deleting all of my shit. And I just deleted because I did try to go through and find it for you, but then I was like, fuck, I don't even have it anymore.
It's all good.
You know what I mean?
It would have just worked out better.
I feel like
anyway for the space. Kind of. Sometimes you just have to freehand it.
I'm kind of in the middle because I could see where sometimes we don't feel comfortable doing a specific tattoo because of that reason. Sometimes it doesn't look good for us, and we kind of get like, I'd rather not do it because it just isn't something we do, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe with you guys, you actually work something out. I tend to work on the design with my client too, and we end up come to an agreement, and it comes out cool. But yeah, I can see where like both of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like when I do lettering, I focus on one general area. In this case, he wanted it to go into 2 general areas. So the way I'd say it is, I section this off as just one panel. That's another panel, and then this is another panel. Right. So for me to kind of curve into it to another panel it just, to me, like it was going a little bit against me on my mindset of like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's why I kept saying, because if he was going through the side right here, and then he had enough room to get right here, like my option is to let's do another piece up here that would look sick on both sides that would go with it. You know what I mean? And then that would just take care of that. Because either way, like when you did it still cut out that G on the orange.
Yeah. It did have some parts that were cut out.
So either way, it was, if you done it straight, that G was still going to be cut out.
Yeah.
And a little bit of the E.
Yeah, and sometimes you just gotta, like I'll give you an example. There's I have a video that's actually doing really well, right? It's got a lot of views on it, and it was the hand tattoo, and it was the panther, right? And it was a like a Aztec with a panther head. Now I didn't like the panther idea. Yeah. I told him, even the reference that he gave me right away, it looked like a dog, and I showed him. Yeah. I'm like, okay, here's the deal. I told him I don't like this panther head. Yeah. I told him you can't really see the ears the way it is. Exactly. I told him it looks like a dog. Yeah. But he knowingly knew that, and I know how people are. I knew that people were gonna say that, and that's exactly what happened. Most of the comments are like, he got a walrus. I think I even said that, bro. This looks like a walrus. And so people are like, nah, the boy got a walrus or he got a pit bull. But here's the deal: we knew that in advance, and I caught that, and I told him, bro, it's gonna look like that. Yeah. He accepted it, and it is what it is. Just, so sometimes, but there are tattoos that I've done that I didn't really feel like. I have a few right now. I'm looking at one right now that I don't like their design, and I gave them options. I leave it. I put the ball in their court. Yeah. Give them options. Ultimately, I'll let them decide. But that tattoo, for example, I haven't posted it. You know, I think because for those reasons, me as the artist, I'm like, I gave him what he wanted, sure, but I feel like that doesn't. It's not a strong of a tattoo if it would have been if you would have taken my advice, and I don't want to showcase that. You know, so I feel as an artist, I'm just not gonna post.
I think some clients feel some type of way when we don't post their tattoos.
That's a great topic right there.
And see that's where it comes to like what I was thinking about with the homie. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that I was gonna like,
and you want to do something that's worth posting,
right?
Yeah, and if I were to do it, then I probably wouldn't really post it. You know what I mean? Because to me, I kind of didn't really like fuck with it as much. Like obviously, I'm gonna do my 110% to make sure this tattoo comes out clean as fuck. But the way it'll look to me in my eyes just wouldn't look good to me at all. You know what I mean? He may love it, you may love it when you see it, but I probably just won't fuck with it, and I'd be like, I probably not really gonna post it.
That's why
art. I might post it on my story. You know what I mean? But I'm not really gonna fucking post.
But okay, so if a tattoo artist doesn't post your tattoo after doing it, what are the reasons? Why don't they post their tattoo? I can think of one.
I have like a bajillion reasons.
I'll finish it and I'll be like, now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of ugly.
I've had the opposite where I do a tattoo. I'm like, man, it could have been it could have been better. And then I look at it the next day. I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of fire. So sometimes it's the opposite.
I mean, a tattoo artist's worst critic is always themselves. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
You get yourself in this whole mindset of like it could have been better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So a reason why an artist would not post it is maybe because they're not 100% happy with it, and I think that's the client's worst fear. Yeah. I think what I'm trying to say is it's more than that. A lot of times it's not just because the quality or they don't think it's a good tattoo, and we are our worst critics. I think a lot of the times, for example, like a big reason and a reason for me personally, I've already done, I don't know, hundreds of Stairway to Heaven pieces. If I do another one, it's like it's the same tattoo. Sure, there might be changes to it, but I don't want to keep posting the same tattoos. And a lot of times people will see us for certain designs or a certain style, and it starts to look like it. So I think a lot of times the reason an artist might not post your work is because they've already done the design. Also, an artist might not want to post a tattoo because the reality is if we post your tattoo, we're going to get requests and a demand for that type of work, and we might not want to be doing.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to do an Aztec calendar. I don't even know if I'll even post another Aztec calendar.
Remember like the I think it was like a few episodes I talked about like I don't like fucking doing dragons or snakes. And that same fucking week I got stuck with a whole half dragon back piece and then like 2 fucking snakes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it was just like someone from above telling like, I'm gonna fucking get this guy fucking 2 dragons and a snakes.
And now a mini portrait.
Man, a mini portrait.
And a micro fucking tiger portrait that I did yesterday. Like that shit was ridiculous.
Hey, I used to work with this guy that so I used to work at West Coast Ink, right? And there was this non-racist skinhead tattooer. And this dude was known.
I talked about non-racist.
Well, that's because that's what it cool. Because if you say skinhead, you assume racist, but he was non-racist.
Okay. But he was a skinhead though.
He was a skinhead. Yeah,
so
it
he's
doesn't mean you're racist. No, bro. No. There's a whole nother.
So you're just rocking it for the looks.
Nah, you could be like a ska. Somebody that listens to ska. And you just dress, oi. You know what I mean? Like that's just your vibe. You don't have to be racist. Like my homie Steven, he loves ska and he dresses like that, but he's a that's the term, non-racist skinhead. Oh, okay. But back to this dude. I'm not gonna say his name. But this dude,
I knew a Mexican who was
I've talked about him, right? Chill. So no. So this dude, this artist,
you ain't got no hair.
Would always hide dicks in people's tattoos, and no, he would hide dicks in people's tattoos, right? Yeah. And then he'd have everybody show the piece. He'd be like, whoever, hey, show them the tattoo. They'd go around the artist and everybody would check it out. You know, oh, nice. Client would leave, and then as soon as the client would leave, he'd go over to us and be like, hey, did you guys see that dick I stuck in there? So this dude would really hide that, man. And I think I've talked about this before. I don't tell that story anymore because I told that story to this client of mine. And this dude texted me the next day. I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
He swore I did a dick on him. He sent me a picture. I was like, hey, bro, how could you do this to me?
Damn.
And I saw the picture, and I'm not going to lie to you. I put that
Did it
on
actually look
everything.
like
it looked like it did.
It did?
Bro. It looked like it
But
did.
kind of like yours, bro.
No, but I'm telling you, bro. So,
uncircumcised.
it's a subconscious thing, you know. I feel like if you tell it to a client, they're gonna think like, "Oh, okay, this dude's gonna hide," you know. But okay, I have a question. I have another question. A great question. This is a question that a lot of people always ask, and it's if you get your eggplant tattooed, do you have to be hard?
You have to stay hard.
Do you have to stay hard? So that's actually a very common question, and I'm here to answer it right now. You do not have to be hard. Actually, the best way to approach this type of tattoo, not because I've done it,
I don't think you'd be able to anyways.
Well, yeah. It's not like a fluffer, you know what I mean, where they have to keep you.
Fluffer.
So, but no, it actually...
Was that the pump?
chill. No, but you actually don't, you know? You actually don't. You have to just stretch the area, and really, that's the way you tattoo it. But since we're on that topic...
But think about it like...
would you
okay, but hold on. Think about it as a knee thing.
If they paid you.
Think about it as a knee tattoo, right? When you place a tattoo on a knee or on an elbow, it changes the shape.
Sure.
So when placing, I'm saying for those guys who are growers, not showers.
Yeah. And we know it's not one because he's XL, you know? He's on the mag.
They're like this, and you're trying to get that tattoo to look.
Yeah. So
and you're working with this amount of space.
So the size is going to change. That's a really great question, man. I've never seen one in person.
You just got to stretch that shit out. That way.
Yeah. Because if not, it's going to turn small. The design is going to turn little.
Right.
So Juan, you're asking, would you do it?
I would do it for the right amount of money.
Run it up.
Yeah.
Run it up. I mean, just like I would have tattooed any other part of the body, you know.
I get asked that all the damn time.
Yeah, if the price is right, we'll see.
You know what I mean? I literally be like at a party or something, and some guy comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, bro, you ever done a dick tat?" And I'm like, "Bro, like, you think I want to be talking about this like on my days off, bro?"
I know.
Well, let me ask you this: how do you feel about it when like you're on your days off and someone approaches you asking you about a tattoo?
I don't want to talk tattoos.
Exactly, right? You kind of feel a little bit inferior by it, right?
That's why I stopped carrying business cards years ago. I haven't carried a business card in years. But yeah, if I'm off, bro, I'm not really. Or if you're at the bar, then they find out you're a tattoo artist. You get approached like zombies, man. Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, like I went.
Maybe because I'm new to it.
Yeah.
I think I still talk about it.
I see.
Like I went to like this like my homie's house for Super Bowl Sunday like a couple weeks ago. And like immediately, I didn't even fucking get to really get inside the house, and like
everyone's
outside.
Your stuff?
No, they were all asking me like, it's like, bro, like how much you charge for like a fucking half sleeve right now? Like I'm like, bro, like I don't know.
Yeah, but can I get the price? But can I get a price?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, can I go get inside?
But how much?
Can I go inside and get a drink first? And you know what I mean? And be like, he's like, yo, I got this like crazy fucking idea. And I'm like, hold on to that thought. Let me go inside. Let me say what's up to everybody first. And then like 4 or 5 other fucking people are telling me as I'm walking in, like, he was like, yo, I got this idea. And I'm like, bro, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm really just trying to chill.
See, and with like money, like I try to be private too, bro. Like I don't want to say a number out loud. Like business is discussed in a private manner, you know? Like just text me, you know? George, I can see you being like, it'll be, you know, amount, you know?
I just feel like
you give the amount out loud.
Oh yeah.
Because I seen you count money and stuff, George. I'm like, man. Yeah, I try to be. I feel because here's the deal, bro. I was raised to where like you don't talk about money. You know,
I hate when they ask you like how much you made.
Yeah, I hate that. Hey, how much did you pay for that? I don't ask. I don't ask. I don't tell. I feel like it's kind of like rude, you know.
When they tell you like
you talk about money, you know, or I made this
for a living. Yeah,
you know, I made this amount today. Like I feel like it's kind of that's at least that's how I feel.
It comes off as like
George is like George is
I made this.
But that's what I'm saying. We're all different, bro. We're all different.
I mean, I try to somewhat stay humble about it, but you know what I mean, like. Sometimes I get like I probably forget where I'm at and I'll be like I'm over here counting fucking
yeah
you know what I mean, counting money and shit and be
try
like,
to be private about it, man. So
that's funny.
Let me ask you this: how do you guys feel when, like, say for instance, because this has happened before and getting recognized in public, like how do you guys take it? Because there's times where like me and Herchell have gone through it. You know what I mean? Like, you've been to a few at my birthday parties, and then someone would be like, "Oh my God, is that Rock Roll G?" You know what I mean? You know, like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like, oh damn, like I'm kind of a little bit like popular You know what I mean? Because there's been a few times where like I've gone to like a store and they'd be like, "Yo, you're that guy that does its TikTok videos with that one guy."
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I kind of find it like funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or like sometimes I'll be like.
George is hood famous. Did you see that girl?
the
She come today.
glizzy.
I've seen that guy, and I was gonna comment. I'm going to him, but I was gonna say, yeah, that dude's famous. You know, he's hood famous.
But what do you feel about it? You know what I mean? Like, like has that happened to you lately? No.
You know what though? It's the same with talking about tattoos in public because I'm new to it. I feel like I still appreciate it, you know. And I think after a while you're kind of like over it, or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like when people actually recognize me too, or like when I run into a client, I love that shit.
Yeah, I still do. For sure.
Them telling their homies, "Oh, this is a guy that does all this like sick work," and
word of mouth is powerful.
It's a love, you know. It's a love, bro. And I guess I appreciate it.
Yeah, I always fuck with people like like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Because then the people I'm hanging out with, they're like, oh shit,
true,
you know, like
true.
He's a badass.
I mean, I feel like you asked how does it make you feel? I mean, it makes me feel great, man. But I think what that tells me is, excuse me, for me, it's, you know what I'm doing is working.
Yeah.
People are actually seeing this. Excuse me. Because a lot of times, like I said,
get this guy
you know, how many videos, that's why I know I drink my drink. How many videos, like bro, us three, we have videos, if you combine the views, we have like 100 million views, bro. Straight up.
Crazy.
That's not even exaggerating. Go see the Facebook right now. Because we're hitting, like my Facebook is hitting like right now. Well, you know, that video is at 86 million right now. We're about to hit 100 million soon, man. We're going to celebrate if we do.
Hey.
We're going to celebrate if we do.
To me, every time I think
But
about...
what I'm saying is, it literally is 100 million views combined with all our content. And that sounds crazy, right? But it doesn't feel real. Like, to me, when I see that, it's like they're just numbers on a screen. When it feels real is, yes, when we're out and about and you get that feedback. It's just like, okay, this is working.
It's like that one
people
chick
really are seeing.
My cousin saw our video
in another state, right?
In like Orlando or something, bro. And
you see
he's
what I mean?
like in the military, and he just happened to see our video on Facebook. That's a trip.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
no, I love it, man. I love it.
I feel like that one chick that in a video where she goes to Starbucks and they say, and they tell her name. He's like, oh my God, they know my name.
I can't come here. I'm too famous.
Yeah, too famous.
I can't come here. They know me already.
That's how I feel sometimes. Where I walk in and then it's all like, yo, you're that one guy, and I'm just like, damn, like
maybe not when it's like they make a scene out of it. You know?
Yeah.
But when it's just cool with you know.
Remember, like we had.
If you see us, definitely say what's up for sure.
I did
say what's up, man.
I did this one time where I acted I was famous when we had Fora at guest spotting at the old shop.
Oh yeah,
and we had all that meet and greet and shit. Bro, people thought that I was with Fora. So
like people signing autographs, taking pictures with them.
People were literally like coming up to me and like, here, can I get your autograph? And like, and they didn't even know who the fuck I was, and I'll just like scribble some bullshit.
He's all signing the yours truly posters.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Or like when, because back then I was the apprentice, so I would have to go get drinks and shit. We had that liquor store right across. So I had to have like a bodyguard follow with me.
Yeah.
Because I was getting drinks for the guys Fora and all this crew, right? And they had a bodyguard. So then they're all like assuming like, oh my God, this guy's famous as fuck too, because this guy's got a bodyguard. You know what I mean? And so they're all
they're all trying to use George to get in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, can I get a photo? Like, you think you can get me to the front and get a photo?
Hey man, those were great years. We're talking like 2014, 2015, 2016. We had multiple Fora meet and greets. We had Miss Crazy. A lot of people went to Miss Crazy, Reverie. We had a bunch of meet and greets. You know, we had a lot of people.
Know the product.
Dizzy Wright, Dizzy Wright pulled up. Like, man, we had
Dizzy Wright too.
Yeah, Dizzy Wright pulled up. So yeah, man, we've. I mean, not just that. Like, I think part of the reason why I know a lot of people have been tattooed at our current shop, and a lot of people are like, why haven't they moved? It's hard to leave that spot, man. A lot of people a lot of energies have been there. A lot of cool things have happened there. It's almost like I don't want to let it go, man. You know, a lot of people have been in there. A lot of people.
But to be honest, expanding is not also a bad idea too. Like just opening up a second shop.
That's what I'm saying. Second shop. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be LA, IE, SD. Let us know.
Because we had talked about it in the past about opening up a second shop.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
somewhere in that area, because when we do. You know, LA trips, you know, at least that way we have a second base to go to.
We get clientele from everywhere. LA County, Orange County, sometimes the IE.
True.
So
a lot of times, everywhere, man. Or even people that fly out.
Yeah. So. There was like a client that came from the Bay Area, San Francisco.
Wow.
Oakland. So they drove like 6 hours to get tatted, and they like left right after. You know.
I remember like 2 years ago. This is when like I felt like, oh, okay, like You know, like I'm finally, you know, that was that moment where I started feeling like, okay, I'm busy, like I'm finally doing it, you know. And I had this client that he flew in from New York. Shout out to my guy Troy.
Sick.
He flew in from New York to John Wayne Airport. He landed at 8 a.m. His appointment was at 10 a.m. Finished his tattoo. He got a forearm tattoo, and he finished his tattoo around 7, and his flight was at 9. So he flew in. First time in Cali. Just flew
for
in,
tattoo,
got the tat, went back home.
Crazy.
And that was because he found me because of YB and Amir. He actually got a similar piece to YB and Amir. And I think that's like a really cool thing because that's a big reason why, you know, I've stayed busy is because, again, I've gotten to tattoo pretty cool people. And a lot of people, they see me because I tattoo their favorite rapper, athlete, or whatever. And I think that's something that adds value to what you're doing. That's why, you know, celebrity barbers do well, people that, you know, tattoo celebrities, and it is like, you know, we've talked about the stories where sometimes it's not that fun, and that's something that I wanted to talk about too, because I know a lot of times people see, again, our history and a lot of the different celebrities that we've worked with, but a lot of times there is a lot of bads. I can't tell you how many times, you know, I took the day off or whatever and drove out to LA and we're waiting on Maxo Cream and he never pulled up, or whoever it is, you know, people that really actually just waste your time. And I use that as motivation, man. It really does. All those times that we were packing it up, the first time I tattooed 6ix9ine, he bailed on us the first day. So it's like a lot of the times you have to take a lot of these L's to get your wins. It's all about the sacrifices, man. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times people don't see the sacrifices behind all of that.
Yeah, but sometimes we've gone to LA and we've gotten a no-show, no call. We still make a day out of it, though. You know what I mean? We'll go to the Callejones, you know what I'm saying? We'll go to a little restaurant and eat out there or whatever, you know.
A lot of times it is.
Or like remember that one time we were waiting for Kyle Kuzma, and we were just chilling at the park.
I mean, that wasn't a big deal, but no, we waited. It just got delayed. But that's not a good example. It was just delayed by now or whatever. But I'm saying there's people that we've driven out to. We're at their location. And again, you know how hard it is, bro. We pack up all our stuff to travel. I hate doing house calls now, you know, just to be honest. I'll do them here and there, but I hate them, especially because I did them so much. And like I said, there was a lot of times that we drove out there and they're like, oh, we're on our way. I've gone into people's houses and I'm already set up and they're telling me they're on their way. I'm waiting hours and just decide to leave. So it's like, it does come with a lot of people that are going to waste your time. And those are part of those L's that we're going to have to take, man. It is what it is. What about Comethazine, you know? I'll bring him up. You have people too, like Comethazine hit me up, right? And he hit me up. And then he's like, hey, let's get the session going. Me and George go over there. And he tells us he was going to promote us and he was going to pay us. He was cool, you know, cool. And long story short, we did the session and he didn't do either of it, you know? And it is what it is. Like, I just seen this barber call out this rapper, but I'm not going to go to the internet. Shit, I guess I'm going on this podcast now.
I mean, you're already fucking.
This is a conversation between us friends here, you know?
You're already throwing it in the bag, you know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is, like, you know, I just took the L. It is what it is. I got my content. I got my photos, my video. But what's going to happen is on the next time, I might not prioritize that session, which he did. He was hitting me up, hey, pull up. And then I was busy and I didn't follow up. So he's like, man, you gay.
Damn.
And that's the Comethazine text that I have. So it's all good, man.
I was like, well, you gay.
You know, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, you know, sometimes we do have to take some L's, man. Not a big deal.
Hey, so Valentine's just passed. So what do you feel about like a guy receiving flowers? How do you feel about it?
It's cool. Why not?
It's cool.
Yeah, why not?
But I don't know how it's weird to appreciate them. Like not that I'm not.
I feel like kings should be
get your flowers, kings
should be spoiled as well too on Valentine's Day.
What's a good ideal gift,
like,
man?
With like a watch or like like a beard. You know, set for like trimmers, you know, things like that for
Nike,
a guy. Like, what are we gonna do with flowers? You know,
see, I'm not.
They're
really
more feminine. They're more like for you know.
Well, for me in my house, we always have fresh flowers, so it's like we constantly have flowers.
That's for the house, not for us.
True.
I'm not one to always like wanting to receive gifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not one to like always like want to receive gifts. Like even if it's like my birthday, I don't really give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm more just like the time. You know. Like I really just want to enjoy my time.
True.
You know what I mean? Whether it's like
I think guys are easy.
Pack of beer.
We're not that complicated.
Because my Father's Day, you know what my favorite thing for Father's Day? I don't care about gifts. I don't want like my thing on Father's Day. I just want to chill. Like my family knows on Father's Day. I'm gonna be just chilling all day. I'm gonna be in bed
Barbecue.
barbecuing for sure, but I'm gonna be in bed watching my favorite YouTube content, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be on Father's Day. And
I just don't want to do nothing.
that.
Or
I
just don't want like.
They'd be making us barbecue, right? On Father's Day.
Man, I hate cooking. I cook, but I
That's
just hate
actually a
cooking.
question.
Hey, that time that he barbecued for us
Trash
at the
was
shop.
it good or
No,
not?
it was
Okay.
good.
All right. I don't remember if it was good or not. But
What
somebody,
do you mean? That carne asada was
Alright,
bomb.
it was good. So Lefty Javi, he says, do any of you guys know how to cook? It's Javi from Santana. He says, saludos pa toda la raza de
I think I do.
Pachuco. So he's asking, if we cook. So
I know how to cook tuna in 10 different ways.
Man, yourself?
Yeah,
Once? You cook?
gourmet shit.
Back then, I would work in the restaurant industry.
Oh.
So I
Bro, you
That's
used to
right.
fucking work everywhere.
yeah,
Talking about.
yeah. I'm like
do
that girl
everything.
from-
Wow. So what
Yeah.
could you make? Like, if you had to cook up a fire dish for us
Honestly,
right
bro,
now?
anything.
Okay.
It's because I worked in an Italian restaurant.
Damn, make me a mocojete right now.
Yeah, and
Man.
the Hawaiian food. I could. Yeah, bro.
I love Hawaiian food. man.
What else? And then
But
Mediterranean
make it
food,
like
too.
how my aunt used to
Mediterranean
make it
is
back
so
then.
fire.
Bro, I can make you anything.
That cucumber
Lasagna,
salad
shit,
too?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like I
That
could literally do most of it.
chicken, what is it? Barge? Fire, bro.
Why you
I don't
lying?
do-
You know
I don't-
you
I
only
don't-
know how to make maruchan.
No. All right.
Like
So
salmon is a
yeah.
fire play. You know?
I mean,
And
I love grilling.
I would meal prep
yes.
too.
Oh, there you go.
so-
Yeah, the meal prepping
Yeah,
too.
and I actually always liked it. Now I don't do it that much because I'm always working. You
Okay.
know? I don't have the time or like the energy really to be cooking.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of
leave early.
takeout.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
I love to grill, man. But honestly, I'm the king of breakfast, bro. I kick up a fire breakfast,
Have
man.
you ever-
That's my specialty.
Have
Is
you been
breakfast
to
for
that
sure.
Broken Yolk?
It's good.
Ooh, fire.
It's good.
I
They don't
like
put
that. I
prices on their menu though.
No,
What kind of sus
no.
stuff is that, bro? Put your pricing on the
Yeah.
menu. It is
All of
what
a
it
sudden,
is.
$100.
It's like that tells me like they're
hate
trying
that.
to pull something. So they're
Yeah.
gonna charge me 50, and the next person's
Yeah.
gonna get charged more or less or whatever
much.
for the same thing.
Yeah,
What's going
I
on
do
here?
like that. It is
What's
a fire
going on here?
spot though. They have
It is
a good
It's
selection
good.
of food.
It's good.
It's like it's the market price.
Yeah.
Whatever the price is of how.
Yeah, that's
Like what
that was
eggs-
yesterday's
it's
price.
Like, it's like the
Today's
price of
special.
the
Yeah.
eggs just went up, and now the price of the eggs are down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it is says broken yolk is good. Broken yolk is good.
I know how to cook. I mean, I used to live alone in I had an apartment, so I always had to cook.
It's a lot of work,
Sandwiches.
man.
You know,
Yeah.
No, I actually I would make a breakfast. I would make
What's a
myself
good
lunch.
plate that you would make?
Alfred, huevos con chorizo. I always used
Huevos
to
con
make that.
weenie.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huevos con weenie. I used to make grits. I learned how to make grits.
Okay.
Because I tried it. Because
What is grits?
grits, it's like, man, it's like kind of hard to describe. It's like, it's not like
Not like oatmeal.
and it's not like hash browns either. It's kind of like in
Oh,
between
yeah, I
that.
feel like
You know
that
what I mean?
It is.
But
Doesn't it come
It's-
like that and you just heat it up? Or put in
you
the-
can buy it's called
pan?
instant grits or whatever.
instant
Like
grits. Yeah.
He swears he cooks it.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's he just adds hot water. Come on, Georgie. Nah, but you know what I did though recently? I did a Cajun shrimp, Cajun shrimp broil.
the breaded
Bro, that
one.
took forever
Fire.
peeling those little fuckers. But it came out fire. I'm not gonna lie. But it took.
do you do that shit where like you put it on a pot
bag?
and then you put it like a bag
Yeah,
on the
bro,
fucking
newspaper
table
with
and
the
then you just lay it
plastic.
down?
Run it up, man. Cajun shrimp.
Hey, you
man.
guys
I'm going to your
fuck with
house
boiling
next week.
crab?
I love boiling crab,
Boiling
man.
crab's fire.
Yeah, I recently started eating seafood a few years ago, and I love that, man. Cajun
Hey man,
shrimp.
all this talk about
Fire.
food already
I'm
makes me
getting
hungry,
hungry.
bro.
I'm
Like
getting
I only ate like a fucking donut for this breakfast.
I eat breakfast
you know
every
what I
day.
mean?
You guys never eat breakfast, huh?
I started eating more
Okay.
because, bro, I got on the routine of going to the gym.
Oh
now,
hell
bro.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Low key been in the gym
It's
for
been
sure,
good.
man.
I
feel
You know
better.
what I
I
told
feel
myself
better.
from first podcast? I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep watching the progress, you know, because I've been in the gym too, bro. And I'm like, every
All you
episode,
see is-
every episode, like you see that arm, you know what I mean? Like I want to see the progress on the video. So that's also,
like, flex.
hey, low key for this podcast, so I could hold myself accountable and I could keep
All right,
consistent.
all right, all right.
Low key, nah.
Like you're getting buff. and we're
Yeah,
just getting
yeah. Nah. But actually, that's a very good topic, though. As tattoo artists, we do need to take care of ourselves. George, take care of yourself, bro. I'm always telling you, man. Right now, George
Oh,
is
yeah.
calling you out right now.
I
George
get
is
like
surviving off of glizzies from 7-Eleven, bro. And I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. Like, you really are. Like, this dude eats a hot dog every day.
I
No
do not
bun.
eat a hot
No
dog
bun.
every fucking day.
No bun.
You're
So wait,
tripping.
bun.
George, do you not eat
They give you
7-Eleven often, bro? You had taquitos yesterday.
First of all,
Not today, not
Taquitos,
today.
yeah.
First of
Taquitos
all,
are different,
I haven't
right?
had, and it's
Yeah.
a hot dog, not a fucking glizzy.
Yeah.
For like
Bro, you're complaining about your
You didn't even
back.
chew that shit.
2 weeks ago.
Bro, 10 years from now, I'm just looking out, bro. If you want, longevity in tattooing, we got to take care of ourselves,
hot
man.
dogs ain't bad, bro. I think if he was eating, pizza every day, or
And
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
him
No.
eat pizza. That's why I've been trying to bring my lunch.
I haven't had fucking pizza in like 3 weeks.
All right.
All of a sudden, this podcast became an intervention.
Intervention for George.
George's.
Well, George, man. Hey, if I didn't care, I wouldn't say anything, bro.
You know what I mean?
Seafood diet.
Yeah, nah, bro. We have to take care of ourselves, man. So that is working out. My boy Elvis, I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was doing push-ups a day, every day. So, but it is inspiring. Like when you see your homies working out. Now that you're telling me, like, hey, Juan's going at it, I'm going at it, all my close people are going at it. I feel like we're in on this together.
The only trouble that I have is that obviously I don't eat in the mornings. Yeah, it's because I'll always be thinking about like your stomach because I didn't eat in the morning. Because I'll be thinking about my client, like the design, setting up. You know what I mean? And then like once I already get there, like I'm already like. It's already like 1 in the afternoon, and I'm like, fuck, I already missed breakfast. So then, like, I'll go and get something to eat real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like yesterday, I ain't like, that's actually a bad example. Yesterday, I ain't eat shit. All I had was like a Rice Krispie and some water.
Yeah, just plan for it.
And his vape.
And my vape.
Yeah, and your vape.
I mean, it's just good for our health. You know, I think our day goes by so much better.
They need to come up with a vape that has a
nutrients,
4-course meal and this shit. Kind of like Willy Wonka, where like that gum, like the everlasting gum. You know what I mean? Like you can eat like fucking pot pie or whatever the fuck on that gum, and it's supposed to give you like a 4-course meal.
Man, we appreciate everybody that's been watching. If you're brand new, appreciate you watching. And we are always open to topics, suggestions. I'm thinking on our next one, we might bring a guest. I do want to bring in a tattoo artist. We're going to bring different personalities on here, but I would love to have another tattoo artist and, maybe get their side.
Yeah, I like
their perspectives
probably
on things.
Bring like Steven, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Steven, we definitely got to bring in more of the people from the shop. But, we're approaching more towards the end of this podcast. You guys have any shout outs? Let's go individually. Any shout outs? Anything you want to get off your mind? Anything you want to tell the people? What do you guys, what's on your guys' mind, man? 2 weeks, March 4th, No Man's Land. I'm still advertising that. No Man's Land, check it out. It's going to be big. I might pull up. Who knows? He's taking pictures and signing autographs. Yeah. Well, because my car took a shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I say like maybe I might pull up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and you're not gonna be there.
Well, I probably won't be there like mid-afternoon. You know what I mean? So but I'll probably be there like early in the morning. No Man's Land right there. It's right next to Godinez High School. I think it's like right next to it. There's like a museum, but there's like that whole industrial lane on it. Everyone says it starts at 12, but people are already going to be there like at 6 in the fucking morning lining up.
Gotta get there early.
I mean, because it gets packed. Like it's like about 3 blocks long, and it like kind of curves. You know what I mean? And all of it just gets taken up. Like last one that they had, it was like so crazy. Like it shut down like around like 8 or 9. Like this guy showed up. Literally, as they were already shutting it down, like everyone's scrambling to get out of there. Like it's pretty sick. They got vendors, they got music, they got all kinds of stuff. They'll even have like sometimes they'll have like live, performance or whatever, or they'll have like like they'll be selling like all kinds of cool shit, and they'll have like food and stuff. Just be courteous to people. Like if you are going to be showing up like 3 to 4, you might as well take a lift because you ain't gonna find no parking there at all. Wow. Because it will stretch all around the block, and you're not gonna be able to get out or in unless you walk up in there. You know what I mean? But if you're local to the area in Santa Ana, check it out. I'll definitely be cruising there if I fucking get my car to be working properly. But what about you, Juan? You got anything you want to give out?
Anything off your mind? Any shout outs? Anything?
No shout outs, but I will be posting something soon like that's really cool. I did a commission. I'm not going to say for who. I already had done several commissions of
I already know
like portraits. But
I leaked it in my blog. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, did you? Oh my god. Oh, well, pretty much this person's gonna have four portraits, like these large scale drawings that I do. And I'm just waiting for like a sick ass picture he's gonna take and then send it to me, and then I can post it. But that's something I'm glad I finally did, because bro, this past month was so crazy, and I was tired, like late at night drawing, trying to finish it. But it's gonna be
I think there's gonna be a demand for commission artwork like that too, man. You know.
So besides the tattooing, that's what I want to do.
Oh yeah, I mean, for me, I would just say, I was telling the guys here at Canvas that I just signed for a Snapchat deal, so I'm gonna have a Snapchat channel where you guys could watch a lot of my videos. So if you guys see the Snapchat, make sure to subscribe to that channel. I don't know if it's going to be the Rock Roll G channel, but
exclusive,
it's going to be on the
content.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of videos over there. So
sensitive content.
Rock Roll G.
I'm excited for that, bro. I'm gonna see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to come of that. But right now, I'm just focusing on.
This is Herchell, pictures of Herchell with a tank top and high socks.
Chill.
Posted up.
That's the OF right there. That's the OF right there. But yeah, no, that's something that I'm excited about. I do want to shout out everybody that's been watching. Again, thank you guys so much for the love and support. And yeah, we can't wait to see you guys on the next one. I go by Rock Roll G.
My name is Juan.
My name is George.
We out.
That's it.
Let's go. That's it. Cool.
That's it.
Yeah, we were telling people glizzies and shit. I don't know, man.